Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another T. Martin Airlines flight. We're glad to see you back. We appreciate your loyalty, and we admire your bravery for being willing to step into the cockpit with a student pilot trying to learn how to land in increasingly difficult situations. But it's going to be a fun day. So we're going to be taking on some more landing challenges. You guys know we've already done all of these epic challenges here, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm thinking we're going to go through all of these. We've got 8 famous landings, which in our next challenge video, we'll probably start to take those on. But today, we are going to attempt some strong wind challenges. So we've got 8 of them here. I'm thinking we're just going to take off the top row. Let's start in Alaska and the Cessna Skyhawk here. Work our way up, move over to Ireland. Then we're going to go to Queenstown, New Zealand. And then finally, we're going to end with the A320neo in the UK. So it's going to be fun. We'll see how it goes. Nanwalek Airport is a state-owned public-use airfield in the remote Alaskan community formerly known as English Bay. Boasting one of the shortest runways in the USA, its approach is further complicated by an abrupt mountain to the south and regular exposure to stiff winds. So we're going to go ahead and fly. Looks like we've got a nice solid approach here. 85 down to 60 knots for a 180-degree turn to kind of just land it safely in on the tarmac. And we're going to see what we can do, man. I'm excited. I kind of expect this to be fairly easy. The little prop Cessnas are just a little bit slower, a little bit more manageable. Let's just go ahead and go for it. I'm going to take an outside view just to kind of see what we've got going on. I don't even know where we're at, to be honest. Hold on, let me hit a pause right here. I want to see what part of Alaska this is. Okay, so we're kind of at the tip. I mean, is this Anchorage is somewhere around here, right? This is the southern point. There's the part that kind of expands out into Kodiak Island and stuff. I don't think we can pause. Yeah, we can't pause. I thought we could. We cannot. We're going to be fine. So that's our runway right there. And it said we wanted to be about 60 knots coming into it. We are currently about 93. So we're definitely going to want to slow this down. It's looking like we put her down. Oh my God, the winds. Okay, this is, I'm instantly eating my words here. Wow. It is very, very stiff winds. Okay, and we've got the mountain there in front of us. So this is going to be a bit of a slight issue here, folks. Just get ready for a questionable landing. I'm going to try my best. I don't really know where to line it up at. Oh my goodness, dude. How are we looking?
500.
All right. This wind is outrageous. There's the tip of the runway right there. So I'm going to assume we just kind of want to come in through the left here. I mean, this is a beautiful area. I'm sure on a nice sunny day, it's really beautiful. I think we might have cut it a little bit too early, but we might still be able to save it. Getting really, really sideways in the Cessna here. Oh my gosh, dude. This is insanity. Okay. I mean, I don't think that was bad. If we could set it down and stop. This truly is a beautiful area. Look at these mountains back here. That wind is just whipping through all of this and just blowing us all over the place. But this is nice. But there's some good fishing and stuff down there. But let's see what we can do here. Like, look at this plane. We're crooked like this coming in here. So we're gonna want to lose speed. We didn't even mess with our flaps there. I was so concerned about everything else that was going on. So I've got flaps all the way down, which honestly might even be a bad thing because I feel like it's giving us a bit too much lift. Typically, I would think you would want your flaps down, but maybe in a situation like this, where there's tons of wind, it's not as good of an idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to come a little bit closer to the mountain just to give us a little bit more of a run-up. I think we kind of cut it a little bit too short, too close last time. So we're going to stay close to the trees here. Slight turn, use the rudder at the last minute. Kind of start to come in here. Reduce our power. Maybe try something like that. Dude, the wind is ridiculous. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about this? How am I... If the little Cessna is this hard, how on earth are we going to land the big planes? Congratulations. You failed. So I'm going to do flaps to 20 degrees here. We're not going to go flaps all the way down. We're going to be a little bit more in the middle. And maybe that'll make a little bit of a difference. We'll see what we can do. I still think we're cutting a little bit too early. I think we really need to kind of brush up against this mountain and turn left at the very last minute, which is hard to do. We also want to avoid the trees here. So we're gonna come around like this. See, still turned a little bit early, but we might be able to make this one work. Oh, this is looking pretty good. That wind is just no joke, dude. That is, I mean, I'm trying to put her down, but that is no joke. There's so much float to it. There, look at us. Look at where the nose is pointed. How do you want me to get it down on the ground that quickly? I don't, and it doesn't want us to go from side to side. Like I don't see how we're gonna be able to do that. I really. It is so strong. Nice. We got 4 more points. Okay, this next one, I'm going to come in lower than we have before. Obviously lower to the ground. We're probably going to have a little bit more cover from the trees and stuff like that. I'm also leaving the flaps at 10 degrees. So we're going to keep the flaps, you know, a little more up. Not going to be affected. Not going to float as much, that sort of thing. Hopefully that ends up helping us out. Dude, this is just so tough. Oh. Those are trees. Definitely don't want to hit those. Losing tons of speed. But that we want to do. Bit of a stall never hurt anybody. Unless you stall too hard. Come on. Land it right on there. You just one-wheeled it for a little bit there, but it's fine. I meant to do that. Whoa, 346,704. All right, there we're starting to make a little bit of progress. That was better. We had a lot of ground roll. Smoothness could have been better, and we were also like, you know, unicycling it there for a minute. But our precision was pretty good. All right, we're making progress. I'm gonna say let's do it one more time. I think we've got one last good one in us. Just kind of let the wind guide you. You're like a kite, Trevor. Just a kite going for a nice sail in the summer sun. Like a boss. We're gonna have some ground roll, but that was our smoothest one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with that. 477,000 smoothness, 124 precision. I feel like we might have been able to do a little bit better, but even there, the ground roll was the best one we had. Top 4,000. I'll take it. In the northwest corner of Ireland, in the town of Carrickfinn, Donegal Airport is a single runway airfield situated on the spectacular Wild Atlantic Way. While its coastal position blesses the region with some of the island's most beautiful scenery, direct exposure to the Atlantic also brings sweeping winds from across the ocean. I mean, at least we've got an easy approach this time around. Looks like it wants us at about 80 or so knots as we get over land right before the runway, obviously slowing down from there. We've got a 23 knot headwind, but you want to land into the wind, right? Like, isn't that the ideal setup? Got a little double rainbow off to our left, bit of a cloudy sky, can't really see much of it. Got some nice blue clouds or blue skies and pretty white clouds up there, but this stuff over on our left does not look very good. We're definitely going to want to put the landing gear and the flaps down. Now, where is this runway? We should be able to see it. Should be able to bring it up. It's pretty much right in front of us, so we'll just kind of see. Oh, we're really losing altitude fast. I don't know where the runway is, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with me here. Let me take a look at our VFR. Still pretty much straight on, a little bit to our right. So we're gonna aim a little bit right. We're down to around 75 knots, which is a little bit lower than where it wanted us. I feel like our altitude has got to be fairly good. All right, I'm gonna put our flaps back up. I think that's what's slowing us down too much here. Nearly stalled right there. Where is the runway? Definitely need some visual cues as to where this thing is. Oh, there it is right there. It's off to our left. All right. We might be okay. Let me go ahead and reset this thing. We're going to slow this down. We're going to put our flaps all the way down. Definitely start slowing down as much as possible. Let's look for where it wants us to land. Do you guys see the blue dot? I don't see the blue dot. Give it a little bit more power then. Is it? I think it's right there in the middle on the double lines towards the middle. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we're actually looking pretty good. This one was so much easier than the last one. Are we about to ace this at our first one? Floated it a bit. Maybe not. I feel like that was kind of a hard landing, but I'll let the game be the judge. 811,968. We were 5 feet off of the target. Didn't have very much ground roll. We're fairly smooth, but I think the smoothness is where we could iron this one out a little bit. That headwind should really help, especially with those flaps down. We should be able to get that speed down in no time. I mean, this is just a nice, straight, direct approach. I'm enjoying this one. It's going to be hard to beat our spotting the last time. Shoot, we need a little bit more speed, I think. Nope, maybe not. Come on. Kind of fell out of the air there. I think I cut the gas too hard. I think we need to give it a little bit more gas. Maybe not. 1,012,912. Wow. I think we probably could irk like a little bit more smoothness out of it if we gave it like 10% throttle or so. So we aren't falling out of the sky. We're gliding out of the sky. That wouldn't be bad. But dude, I mean, that's another very solid one. Queenstown Airport, located in New Zealand, is a popular aerodrome for tourist flight seeing around the resort region of Queenstown. Perched on the edge of a lake at the confluence of 3 mountain valleys, its runway is squeezed between peaks reaching more than 5,000 feet, presenting pilots with likely strong, gusty, and variable winds on approach. Sounds like an interesting one. We're going to be in the Cessna Citation. Let's give it a shot. 140 knots at the approach. We make a little S-turn, little chicane type thing. 113 knots at our second turn. And then we just put it down. It's a straight-on approach, which is nice. When you throw in the giant horseshoe turns and stuff like that, it makes things slightly more difficult. That last one was fairly easy. I think this one's definitely going to be quite a bit harder, both because of the variable wind speeds and stuff like that, but also the fact that we're in a jet here. The jets make things so much more difficult because they're so much quicker, so this should be interesting. Let me take a look at our map. We're going to need some sort of a visual cue for when we're going to be landing. So it looks like once we get past this little peninsula, there's going to be a lake, and we land directly on the opposite side of that lake. Stick a little bit to the left of the lake down here because we're going to have to jut right and go land on the right. So let's see what we can do. We're going to bleed off some altitude here. We've got a bit to work with on the flaps. We don't want to put those down yet, but we will eventually. And welcome, my friends, to New Zealand. Oh my goodness, this is just incredible. We're going to come back here. We're going to fly low and slow with one of our slower aircraft. I'm going to look up some facts and stuff about it. Like, New Zealand is towards the top of my list of places I want to go, and I think you can kind of see why. This is just absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful. So is this Queenstown right here, or is Queenstown back in here? Is it all one piece? I'm not even sure. Is that that's a golf course down there? Are you kidding me, dude? That's so nice. You guys think your boy could play that in PGA Tour? PGA 2K? That'd be pretty nice. Dude, this is just sick. So we're coming around here. We can see the flashing lights up there. That is going to be the edge of our runway, and I'm assuming we're going to be landing pretty early on it. So just want to make sure that we're losing as much speed and altitude as possible. Definitely going to want to lower those flaps at this point. It wanted us at about 113, correct? About 170 right now, and got quite a bit of altitude to lose, so we got to be careful, but we might be all right. See, I think we might lose it a little bit too quick here. We're sinking. All right, I'm gonna put the flaps back up. I don't want to sink. I don't want to sink. Nope. We're not gonna sink. We're fine. Don't worry about the warning, caution, you know, autopilot. We're fine. I feel like we're coming on pretty nicely here. We definitely have a very hard crosswind at about 120 here. Looks like we want to land in between those two big bars again. Oh my goodness, dude, the wind is ridiculous. We're good. feel like that might have actually been halfway decent. We're gonna have quite a bit of side-to-side roll, but I actually kind of feel like maybe that was... Let's go! Top 1500, boy! 4,000 precision. Ground roll was our worst thing. Smoothness was pretty good. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat that. I feel like we kind of did a pretty good job in that first one. I don't know how we're gonna beat that. All right, so now we're gonna go flaps down, all the way, engines all the way. We're gonna bring this big old bird in. We've got a little bit of altitude to play with if we want to lose some. Oh shoot, we might stall. Flaps back up. Oh, we're stalling. Oh, we're stalling. Maybe not. Nope, we're good. Mints do it. Mints do it. Mints do it. 100%. Calculated whole way. Again, don't worry about the warnings. This aircraft has no idea what it's talking about. Oh, we kind of rolled a little bit at the end there, dude. I was feeling pretty confident about it. I don't think we're going to be able to beat that first one, if you want me to be honest. Whew. That one felt pretty good. 676. Our roll is what killed us, dude. Our precision was up there and the smoothness was up there. If we wouldn't have rolled, we would have been in good shape. Gibraltar International Airport is a civilian airfield serving the British Overseas Territory of Gibraltar, situated on the border with Spain. As strong crosswinds whip across the Bay of Algeciras and around the Rock of Gibraltar, pilots can expect abnormal gusts, turbulence, and wind shear to spike the difficulty of landing here. This tiny little, not very wide runway with thousands of souls and cruise ships and yachts and stuff all around it looks to be pretty short, and we're going to be trying to land a big boy here. This is just a bad idea. 170 knots, 160 knots into a right-hand turn on approach, 150 knots when we start to bring her down and touch her down. Landing these big planes has been my worst nightmare. It's been really awful. There's the even bigger plane that we need to end up landing. We'll do that in the next windy episode. But they have so many little intricacies, and we need to learn how to turn on the reverse thrusters. That would really help. I'm actually going to try. I can put our thruster here all the way down, and then there's a little bit more past that. So I'm wondering if that's how I do the reverse thrusters. We're going to see what happens. But I mean, I'm never going to be ready, so we're just going to go for it. Here we go. All right. So our flaps are all the way down at 35 degrees. We're coming in here. This over here somewhere is the airport, I believe. Thought I saw a flashing light, but I guess not. It's going to be somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure it's just around that bend. Yeah, it's sticking out. It's sticking out behind this guy. I think that's where the runway starts, maybe something like that. Say a prayer, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be interesting. What it want us at? What was our landing speed in this thing? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your captain speaking. If any of you guys happen to have cellular devices, you're typically not supposed to do this, but if you would like to please Google what the landing speed of an A320neo is, I would really appreciate that. We're coming in for a landing in about 30 seconds, so fast fingers, please. We're at about 1,000 feet of altitude. Okay. Is that the blue marker right there? It wants us to land right on the edge of it. No, that's not the blue marker. Blue marker must be right there. Yeah, blue marker's right there. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, the wind doesn't seem that insane so far. I believe it's at our back. We were feeling it a little bit as we were coming in. I don't think you want to land with the wind, though. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I guess we're about to find out. I feel like we're kind of coming in maybe a little bit too hot on this first attempt. Oh, there's the wind. Hello, beautiful. I was missing you. 500. Like that little kiss on my rear end. Oh my gosh, dude. Just random gusts. I think we're coming in too hot. 300. I don't know. It seems like we might be able to be pretty smooth, though.
100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
I mean, we were a little bit early And it wasn't like a solid landing where it's two wheels at once. It was kind of left one, then right one. But I feel like for a first attempt, that was actually pretty solid. 547,000. So our precision could have been a little bit better, although it was the best thing we had. Fair amount of ground roll and only 105 smoothness. I thought we were going to be better than that. That's going to put us in the top 5,000. But we could do better. To be honest, I didn't really even take in the beauty of you know, Gibraltar here as we were coming in. Look at that fantastic sunset. That is just gorgeous. Look at those painted clouds all over the place. Man, what a cool job it would be to be a pilot, you know what I mean? Just to see different parts of the world at different times. I know sometimes it can be quite the drag. You're gone for long periods of time and weird schedules until you know, kind of solidify yourself and get that tenure and that, you know, whatever they call it when you like, you have the experience, so you get the better schedules and stuff. But it really, like, think about what it would look like, you know, flying in here like this. You don't have to think about it, I can show you. Like that would just be so incredible. Not if you had me as your co-pilot, but if you had somebody apt at doing their job, it'd be a pretty cool deal. All right. Let's try to land this bird. How we looking? Looking pretty good. We actually have a little bit more time. There's a nice little cruise. Not cruise, but like shipping port down here. The docks. Looks like we've got some nice nightlife and stuff down all over there. This is a cool part of the world. Never been here, don't really know much about it. I need to spend more time over there on that side of the pond. I think the place where we're going to be able to improve the most is probably going to be how close we are to landing it. We're going to have a hard time getting it super smooth. I mean, we're getting better. That's why we're doing this series, these series of challenges. We're definitely getting better, but I don't know that your boy's ever gonna be really, really good, you know what I mean? Gotta learn to crawl before you can walk and walk before you can run, baby, so. Just gonna keep trying our best. I would love to break 4,000 here. We'll see what we could do. Coming in about 160. So it wants us quite a bit less than that. But I worry when we come in less than that, I worry about it because that's when we tend to have the really bad angle of attack and it ends up putting the afterburners on and it's like the go around procedure and stuff like that. So we're going to start reducing this here. We might be coming in too hot. I don't know. I'm just going to try to point the nose down a little bit more until the last minute. I feel like that might be able to help us out a bit.
300. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
No! I felt like that was it, but the afterburners kicked on. See, that's what I'm talking about. Our angle of attack gets too... So maybe we need to point the nose down just for a little bit longer. Please stop, plane. Okay. Thanks to the autopilot system. Ooh, this is actually looking pretty nice.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Stop. Don't roll, Trev, don't roll! Oh, you rolled a lot! You rolled way too much! You rolled like a baker, bro! Come on! You freaking cinnamon rolled all over that runway, but that's fine! Please tell me that was good. What?
1 hour later.
60, 50,
Little flare at the ends.
20. Retard. 6, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Oh my Looks like we might be coming in a bit too hot here.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
No sense! What the This wind is a pain in the butt, man. It's just like I try to line it up and it just shifts me all over the place, especially right at that last minute. Look at this, dude. Like, the plane is all over the place like that due to the wind. This is crazy. All right, we really got to try to put this thing down here. I've been aiming mainly at the blue square. I'm gonna aim before the blue square now because we tend to float it quite a bit. So I'm gonna aim before the blue square. I'm just gonna focus on getting her down. No roll. Smooth landing.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Something like that. I mean, that was smooth, right? I don't know, dude. This is so difficult. Landing these things in general is really, really hard, and then trying to add all these other things where you've got to be on a specific spot, you've got the wind behind you and stuff. 327. I can't beat the 500. I've been here for 48 and a half minutes. I can't beat it. Ground roll is killing us. I'm going to be honest, I can't do it. I could be here for 2 more hours. We got a respectable score there. Do we have any friends who have done this one? Nope. Top in the world is 1.7 million. That's just insane. I can't. I'm sorry. I tried it probably 30 times. I can't do it. I can't get better than what we had. Beginner's luck, I guess you could say. I have no idea. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys want to see some more of these challenges, we've got 8 more from the famous landing spots, and then there are 4 more from the windy challenges here. I can't even imagine trying to land this thing in Austria, dude. Like that, it sounds awful. But if you guys want me to do it, I can do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for joining me here for yet another flight on Team Martin Airlines. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.